Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live webcast of the Long March 5B rocket. I am your main commentator for today, Nico, and I'm here with co-commentator today, Fazzy.
Either. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is.
Today's launch is from Wencheng in China. I'm not 100% sure which pad it is, though. Let's see here. LC-101 over at the Wenchang Space Launch Site in China. And this launch will be carrying the SatNet Leo constellation, it looks like.
Probably.
Yeah, we don't
That's
know,
what the Air and Marine notices say. Because they line up pretty exactly with the last two.
Oh, interesting. All right. Yeah, this Long March 5B today has a upper stage, it looks like, the YZ2. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. The satellite group has a...
5B is the no second stage configuration, correct?
Yeah. The normal Long March 5's second stage is very expensive for this mission, so... And very overkill.
They won't need it because it's only going to low Earth orbit.
Like a 600-700 kilometer low Earth orbit.
Let's see here. This will be the second launch of the Long March 5B for the year, the seventh Long March 5B launch overall, and the 178th orbital launch attempt for 2025.
And the third for Guowang.
Oh, man.
One more mission and it's tied for manned spaceflight launches with the 5 series.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Because you have all the modules so far. And the NGCS in 2020.
That's true.
It might have been before 2020. It was a very long time ago now.
6 launches of the Long March 5B with 0 failures. That is an impressive feat. Man. Do we know what fuel the Long March 5 uses?
Rocket grade kerosene and liquid oxygen for the boosters, and then liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen for the core stage.
Alright.
2 YF-100s per booster, and then 2 YF-77s on the core stage.
Oh, wow.
It's very Ariane-like.
Yeah. Beautiful rocket, though. We all agree with that, right? I'm a huge fan of the way Long March rockets look.
The way they look for now. The style's slowly changing.
It is, yeah. Especially with Long March, 9, 10, and all those. I think there's 12 coming along the way, right? Or is 12 already up?
They've designated up to 12. They haven't flown 9 and 10 yet. And I think there's 4 more 12s on the way.
Yeah. Long March 10 is going to be a pretty interesting one.
The moon rocket. I don't know if we have a camera looking at Launch Complex 301, but there's a Pathfinder with what we think has 7 engines on it, ready for either propellant loading tests or a static fire.
Really?
Yeah, that could happen anytime between now and the end of the month.
Interesting. Yeah, Long March 9 is going to be a really weird rocket.
Not really. We also have to wait another almost decade for it, so I won't get too bothered by it.
I don't know, it just doesn't look like it fits in with the rest of the family of Long March rockets. That might just be me, though.
It is very stupidly large, but it has some very stupidly large jobs that it needs to get done, like space-based solar power and building moon bases. I'm not sure bits for Mars missions.
Also, it's supposed to look like Starship, apparently.
One variant, there's at least 3 now. One fully reusable, one 2-stage expendable for high Earth missions and stuff, and then a 3-stage expendable. They'll go out to the moon and Mars.
Oh, shoot. I think I found what you were talking about here.
I think it's a downstage booster landing for each.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that...
I don't know if it's shown on the screen.
And we're not sharing the screen, but yeah. Long March is a very interesting rocket family with how it started and how it's going. I'm really excited for the future of it. I'll have to see.
Yeah, there's the Long March 9 variants.
Yeah.
I think they might be about 2 years old now.
It looks a lot better than what it did before.
Yeah, the old dedicated moon rocket designs. They had 4 solid rocket boosters at one point. It was a very interesting choice.
I'm so happy that they changed the way that thing looked, because, But yeah. Long March. Where did they get the name Long March, if we're allowed to even talk about that history?
A very long political retreat. To make it very short.
Yeah, that is...
It's very mythologized.
Yeah. And so apparently they decided that was going to be a good name for the rocket family, though.
Well, it kind of fits. It's a very long march into orbit.
Yeah, I'm not against the name. I just once I found out about the name of it and like where they got it from, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, not what I was expecting it to be. Oh, and now we're looking at the old Long March 9 variant. Yeah, they ended up changing it to now look like a Starship instead, with one variant, as previously stated. But an interesting choice nonetheless, I will say that. I'm not sure if I'm much of a fan of that, but I mean, I guess fully reusable is becoming like a new thing, isn't it?
Well, economies of scale. You kind of need to start reusing stuff if you're going to launch a lot.
We got some stuff over here in the chat, huh? No,
yeah, Long March was pre-Japan going into China by about 2-3 years. If I'm remembering it right.
1934, 1935, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of the Chinese Civil War. Again, interesting stuff of history here. But yeah. Gosh, I wish I could see chat right now. I'm sure they got some pretty interesting questions. Yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, if you guys have any questions in chat, let us know, and I will definitely I'll definitely try to answer them to the best I can. I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer all questions that people might have, but I can definitely answer a good portion of them. Some nice views of the Long March 5B rocket.
I think fueling is coming to a stop, as all of the boost events are no longer going.
Oh, yeah, would you look at that? There's a little vent down there at the bottom, though. What's that one?
That would be part of the tank farm.
Ah, that's cool. So the bearing is huge, 20 meters tall, or 20.5 meters tall.
Mm-hmm. Originally for all of the modules of the Chinese space station.
Because that is what it was originally meant for.
Now for SatNet. Previously, a very secretive mission with the regular Long March 5 variant, which made for a very stupidly tall rocket.
So this is one of our own cameras that we have over there?
This is a screen grab off the Chinese internet, I think. Unless this is the camera from the boys, because I recognize this view from previously poking around pre-launch.
Yeah, and this is from Spacelands. Amazing source for Chinese live streams and stuff for these rocket launches.
They're everywhere when they can be anywhere. I think they've partnered with a few companies for some streams.
Oh, that's cool.
I know Land Space's reusable rocket tests, they stuck cameras all over the damn thing.
Oh, this is an interesting shot right here. Looks beautiful over there.
Yeah, this is about as close as the general public can get with a clear view.
Right there over at the coast of Hainan Island, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering those names, by the way, Wencheng and Hainan. I do not speak Chinese.
I read and write better than I speak.
Yeah. So that's probably about as good as I can get it. So. The launch window goes from 1:36 a.m. Central Time to 2:01. Here we go. 2:36 p.m. to 3:01 p.m. Beijing time. There we go. Okay.
Basically, if it doesn't go immediately, we've still got 15 more minutes in the window.
Yeah.
Which is extra helpful because this rocket is designed to sit there fully fueled for a few hours.
Yeah. It's crazy how long they can keep the Long March 5 fully fueled for. 5 and 5B included, of course, because... Now, if I'm not mistaken, 5 and 5B have the boosters in the first stage the exact same size, correct? Or is there any modifications between the two?
The only difference between the 5 and the 5B is there being a second stage.
And, yeah. T-4 minutes. Now, this can launch anytime before or after. We don't know an exact time, so T0 is more of an approximate guess.
It's approximate, but we have a pretty good guess, just based on all the notices that go out.
Three minutes now. This camera is pretty... Maybe a little bit of cloud coverage in the area. I don't know.
No, they're just very slowly lowering the exposure. Because the YF-77s won't drown out the camera. The 8 YF-100s very much will.
Gosh, Long March rockets, though, especially 5 and 5B, have some of the most beautiful plumes I've ever seen.
It's that lovely, lovely coal-based kerosene. Well, it might not be coal-based, that's just our best guess.
Yeah. Uh, 30 people watching the stream. Hello to everyone here. 1 minute and 30 seconds has passed. Oh, we have ignition. And liftoff. Well, that was
It was very beautiful.
That was beautiful, yeah.
It reminds me of Tianwen-1 with how clear it was.
Yeah. That was about 90 seconds early. That's interesting. All right.
As you said, best guess.
Yeah, like I said, that was completely an approximate T0. Yeah, wow. That was a great example. Thank you, China.
That is a beautiful tracking shot.
That is. That's really well tracked, too. Oh, that's cool. You can see the shadow of the rocket now.
Be about 2/3 of the way through booster burn, by my guess.
Now, will we be able to see the boosters separate, or is that going to be a bit too far and too high up?
Well, we might see the plume get a lot less bright. Although I think the tracking cameras are possibly giving up. Because we're already, 40 kilometers up and about 20 kilometers downrange.
So it's already pretty far, huh?
Yeah. You need a big lens to shoot just any rocket from the press site of Wenchang, let alone see it in flight.
Yeah. So here we have over on screen a little animation of what Long March 5B should look like in flight right now.
I think this is from one of the Tiangong launches.
It probably is. But good.
Yes, I recognize this view now.
It's a good approximation. There are 4 boosters, yeah. 4 liquid fuel boosters. No SRBs are on this rocket at all.
Well, maybe for separation motors.
Oh, yeah, maybe separation motors, but that's... Would you really count those as SRBs, though?
I mean, they worked pretty good in 1950 for getting to orbit.
Yeah, true. So this is
Yeah, this is Tianhe.
Yeah. ULA used 4 SRBs on their rocket earlier. So I wouldn't really say, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more thrust coming out of these boosters, about 980 tons combined.
Yeah, it's a good thing that these ones are being dropped into the ocean, huh?
Oh wow, we have a CG round.
好的，观众朋友们，欢迎您继续守候在云上。
Yeah. Just a little disclaimer, none of this is real time. So
we are far beyond visual range for the rocket.
Yeah. And also there is no official stream like what this was from, what these visuals were from, so
any non-manned or deep space mission probably won't have an official live stream. CGTN will just randomly go live for some launches.
Yeah.
Like the last Long March 8A or the previous beta mission.
Really sad that they didn't show the Tianwen-2 launch, though.
It was 2 a.m. over there.
Well, yeah, but SpaceX does it at like 3 and they stream those launches.
SpaceX's whole business is launch. And they have, I want to say a dedicated team, but I think it's just an intern. They can go live.
Love this little disclaimer here, not the payload. Oh, animation from Space Lens. Ooh, this is nice.
Yeah, it's a little render of the upstage. And an approximate guess at how big each satellite is.
That is really good, actually. Okay.
We know remarkably little about the SatNet satellites. I think we should become an approximate core stage burnout right now.
SatNet is kind of like Starlink, though, right? Like a Chinese version of Starlink.
Yeah. One of, how many is it now? 4?
I was not even expecting how many. Wow, alright.
Yeah,
so they have a lot of Starlink copies over there, huh?
There's SpaceSail, backed by the Shanghai government. There's the Geely Future Mobility constellation, backed by Carmaker Geely. The Tianxi IoT constellation, backed by Galdin Gokey. I think I've just butchered that name. And then SatNet, backed by the central government.
So, all of those basic...
And then maybe Honghu 3, backed by Land Space. That's 5.
Wait, Land Space? The same guys that are working on that one reusable rocket that uses methane?
Mm-hmm. Suke 3.
Oh, no way.
Speaking of Land Space, maybe a SatNet launch in 2 days as well. On
no way, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that popped up in the last few days.
Awesome.
The Chinese launch schedule is getting very busy.
Chinese launch schedule versus SpaceX launch schedule, excluding Starlink. Who would win?
Yeah, so the 15th, Zuke 2E. August 16th, Kinetica 1. August 17th, a Long March 4C and a Long March 6A. August 20th, another Geelong 3 with more Geely satellites. That's what we think.
Looks like here we have separation already confirmed of the
upper stage.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I think they might have turned off the plume on the CG stream about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, so that was probably
proper booster burnout. It should be about now.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that this is pretty close to accurate data as we can get.
A best guess.
Yeah. It's really nice that they provide an animation showing the upper stage and, satellites and stuff.
Mm.
So, beautiful launch of the Long March 5B.
My guess is that the upper stage is now just going to coast up until one of its burns. Probably like 40 minutes from now. Because the Long March 5B flies on a very lofty trajectory for these missions.
Yeah. Yeah, we could go ahead and start wrapping things up now. Thank you all for watching. This was, again, coverage of Long March 5B. for the maybe SatNet LEO satellite constellation. Fuzzy, anything you'd like to say?
Hang on, I'm just checking some numbers.
Alright, yeah, this is a co-host Fuzzy. Was the one that just talked. This is Nico signing off.
Yeah. This was Group 8, and we should have 67 satellites in orbit for SatNet. If it is SatNet after today.
Alright.
Only 23 satellites behind Space Sail, which had a 6-month head start.